Thursday, yeah. Welcome to Thursday. Some things are apparent. I'm not sleeping properly. I know that because I have a sleeping journal. I'm not eating properly. That's easy to figure out, so I don't have enough energy. So those two things are probably the biggest contributors to my negative emotions. So I'm going to try really hard to work on those. The only problem is that a lot of my work keeps me up at night, so that's why my sleeping is not very good. Then that impacts my appetite and whatever else. So I brought this home, which I can sit my gyre on, and I also brought my practice pad home and a couple drumsticks, so that I'd really like to spend 10-15 minutes a day practicing my rudiments again so I can get a bit better. So guys, today pretty much my entire day, because I've had a bit of a headache, I haven't really been doing too much. My whole day has pretty much consisted of me doing some vlogs, my older ones anyway, and uploading those, then going back into my room, watching some TV, watching some vlogs, coming back in here doing some more vlogs, etc, etc. Alright, so at the moment my day is pretty much like this. If my alarm goes off at 8:30 AM and come on, focus, and I go to sleep at something like anywhere from 1 AM to 4 AM. It's pretty standard. So I usually end up missing this part of the day. I might go to work at 10 AM, and if it's my day off, then I will probably sleep in until about noon, and this whole part of my day is lost. Then in the afternoon I either come home or I finish work at around 2:30, then have to go back to work at 5, finish at about 9:30 PM. God, ridiculous. And so if I'm working at the hotel, then I don't have this time of the day, and I don't have this time of the day to do anything. And I've only got, what's that, 2.5, and there we've got, say, 3 hours. So we've got 5.5 hours. To do my vlogging, I usually spend like probably about an hour at least on that, and that's greater than. And I'm generally eating my meals like, well, I've started eating here because I've got my muesli bar. Then I'll usually have like a small snack around here if I'm at work. Have another sandwich, maybe have a protein shake before I go back to work. I might have chips or just grazing for dinner. Usually don't have very much of a meal. And then when I come home I might have another meal. It could be rice, it could be pasta, whatever I've got in the fridge, it could be ramen noodles. And yeah, then I'm usually having probably coffee when I get to work. So that's 1 coffee. I'll have another one at service, so that's 2. I'll usually have a 3rd one sometime during service, another one when I come back, and maybe another one, and that's basically my day. If I'm not working, then I usually might exercise around here now too. There's not much I can do about that on my days off. These times, on my days on, sorry, but these times are pretty much going to be the same. What needs to change is this and this. These are no good. My energy considerably drops when that happens. My creativity, my dreams usually happen mostly around this area, and that's why I create a lot of art in this time. But this is coming at a cost, and after a while I'm not able to function properly. So this time needs to open up this time. I need to get up at, I'm going to start trying to actually get up at 8:30 to begin with, I'm gonna eventually try and get up earlier than that and get out in the yard before it gets hot. Get up at 8:30, exercise for an hour until 9:30, go to work at 10, have an afternoon break, 2.5 hours to entertain you guys, do whatever, rest. Then, because it's going to be too hot now to do my exercising in the afternoon out where I've got my weights, and it's too hot to do any yard work really either, because today was 40 degrees and it's not even summer yet. Then my nights, I need to try and have my vlogging finished. I've got to decide whether or not I want to do my vlogging in the morning, like the day before. In the morning, I'm gonna have to get up before 8:30 if I want to do that, or do it that night, which I've been trying to do, and then that usually impedes this time. That's why I've been going to bed late sometimes, is because I'm still doing this. Now, this is all very messy, so I'm gonna work on this. It's getting late, my brain's kind of fried at the moment. I've still got a headache because I haven't had any of this today. I've had no caffeine, and it's giving me a headache. I also need to work on a actual diet and stick to it. I'm not getting enough energy in the day, and that leaves me lethargic and tired, and then that can cause me to feel negative. So I need to work on my diet, and I think if I can fix my sleeping pattern first, then that should happen. So at the moment, if I'm not getting up until like 12, but I'm not going to bed until sometimes 4, I know this because I've kept a sleeping journal, which I think is a good idea. I need to start going to bed and turning off everything, say before at 11, give myself like an hour to wind down, go to bed at 12, then that gives me enough time to rest so I can get up at 8 o'clock. As it's now approaching that time, I've only got 20 minutes left to try and think of something. First, what I'm gonna do is list what I think at the moment I could reasonably eat. And I pretty much already did that, but if I start with a muesli bar, if I could write on the page, that would help. Then when I get to work, or if I can get up if I'm getting up earlier, I should be able to eat something else as well. So I should have some toast or cereal with yogurt. I generally eat my cereal with yogurt. I don't eat milk anymore because it's not good for my sinuses. Yet yogurt, still being dairy, is not as bad, but because it's also good for my intestines. Probiotics, yo. So then if I can have another meal, this is all like before 10. Then if I try and eat another meal, quick snack at 12, another snack, like a piece of fruit or something, then another one at about 2:30 when I knock off. I'll have my lunch. It's a late lunch, but lunk. Then have another afternoon tea at around 4 p.m. Yeah, afternoon tea. And I'm gonna try and not make that a shake. No shake. I'll try and make it something whole, even if it is like just like another piece of fruit or some vegetables or something, a sandwich or whatever, and I can have my shake while I'm at work, because here I also have my meds. I'm on citalopram at the moment. Oh yeah, and multi-V. And then what else have we got here? Shake. If I can have that sometime between like 7 and 8. Where are we? I'm all over the shop, my brain's not working. Shake between 7 and 8, and then maybe another dinner at about 10. So that's what? My breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's kind of a snack. 2, 3 snacks, and a shake. Now I've got to work out how many kilojoules of energy I should be getting from those meals, because I need to end up with at least probably 10,000, I'm guessing, but probably more. I also need to drink more of this during the day, not spill it everywhere. Water. The only problem is I can't drink it too late because it's impacting my sleep. 796. 1160. This one's only 770. That's that one. The recent one I bought was this. And I've been eating it with this. But it's not always this brand. But this particular one, 542. How many kilojoules in an average banana? Unable to connect to the internet. Ah, I pulled my Ethernet cable out. Per 100 grams, edible banana, 378. This is the powder I've been having most recently, 1490. This other one I bought today though only has 930 ml per serving. Maybe I'll need to have 1.5 servings then. So far we're at 4366. That means that between lunch, afternoon tea and dinner I still need another 6,000 kilojoules. Gonna have to think of something. Guys, this is the rice I've been eating, and it, for 1/2 of an uncooked rice, has 1490 kilojoules. And this pasta per 100 grams has exactly the same. So if I can manage to eat 400 grams of some sort of form of carbs over those 3 meals, then I should be in the clear. I'm also eating bits of meat, so like sometimes I'll eat a steak for dinner or whatever. But if I can focus on getting the right amounts of pasta, rice, or bread into my diet, then that will make up the rest of my diet. So I'm gonna have to leave it at that now because it's 11 o'clock and I need to stop and chuck these videos quickly onto my computer and get this up. And I'll talk to you tomorrow where everything that I'm gonna be doing is gonna try and do that. But otherwise, everything's gonna be up in the air. Everything. Anyway, I'll catch you tomorrow.